Joel from J&A Bricks here, back with another video, and today we are covering every single customization that me and my dad and my friend Joseph have done in the past. So I'll go from biggest to smallest here. Let's get on to the first thing, which is our largest thing. So our largest thing that me and my dad have ever built is this, and we posted a video on this, and as a matter of fact, this is actually the last video that we posted for 6 months. But this is our restaurant slash grocery store. So we're taking off of the roof, which has like umbrellas and flowers and stuff on top. We can see inside there with all of the little racks with stuff, and then this guy and the cash register in the front. And then here is the three-stud wide walkway with some fellow J&A Brick City folks walking through, as well as 2 trees on this side, some parking spaces, the stairs going up to the top. And here is, I believe, Kai and one of the enemies from the Ninjago movie, as well as the pizza van thing, because our custom pizza van sits right there. So yeah, that is the custom shop. Let's move on to the next. I'll show all of our custom chains. This is the custom blue shunter that we built off of the blue cargo chain set. This is our second model compared to the last one, which was not very good, as it did have the back train car as the section, and it didn't have much weight, so we had to like put stuff to weigh it down. And then this one, you can open up the door on this side and on this side, as you can see there. And then we have all of our controls on the side here, and you can see inside there by removing the small section of the roof to see inside. And then you take off this little thing to access the power button. So yeah, that is our custom blue shunter. Now let's move on to a couple. This train car, there's not much to say about. We took the black train car piece and put 2 gates on it, as well as 2 trucks and some chains and a whole bunch of 1x6s and various other 1x bricks to kind of represent beams. So yeah, that's that train car. So let's now move on to the next one, which is this one right here. This is our small flatbed train car, and we used to have a little ramp for it to like drive a car up onto it, but we when we moved, we somehow lost that, so we don't have that anymore. But on this side, we have little steps, as well as some detailing right there, as well as on the other side, and it just has a single truck on either side. So yeah, that's our custom flatbed. Now moving on to a couple smaller things. First off is this. We just did this pretty recently. This is our custom trailer that is in fact a Lego set, but all we did to the Lego set was kind of stretch it out, and now you can open up the whole entire side to reveal the inside of the trailer itself. So you can see some chairs, a cabinet and coffee machine back there. There's the bed, and on the top we have some vents where you can put like luggage, a flag. On this side we have again the double trucks, and then the ladder to get up to the top to access all of your luggage. And then in the front and back we have little supporting stands to keep it in place when it's sitting or parked. And then in the front is the hitch and the window, just like the original. So yeah, that's our custom. Next one is also pretty recent. This is the pizza van that we modified just a couple about a week back to make it look a bit more realistic compared to the other one. We like this one a lot more. You can open up both sides on this side and that side to reveal the inside. And here's a little window where the driver can look out to the side. And at the front we have this big grill thing and some lights on the side. Here's the one door that we put in, as the original did have a door here, and a door there. but we didn't have any yellow doors, and no one was even selling them in the United States, so that's great. So we just put a 3x3 opening right there. And then you can close both of these, and then open the vents on top to reveal some vents. And then more vent detailing right there, and reverse lights and blinkers. So yeah, that's the custom pizza van. These next two are actually some pretty old models from before we even had a YouTube channel. This first one is a robot that my dad made a while back, holding like a sword. He has 2 arms, and as mobility, he has a tracks on the bottom. Hold on, I think I got that one. There we go. And on the bottom, he has 2 sets of wheels, and on the back, not much detailing, and then some wheels as eyes. But yeah, that is the little robot. The next one is a little plane, which I'm not sure who built it. It was either me or my dad, or maybe my friend Joseph, I don't know. But this is a little itty bitty plane with the fin at the back, both of those, and little turrets on the bottom of the wings, and then landing wheels on the front and back, and then this opening and closing window with our driver inside. So yeah, that's that little plane. The next one is actually very, very recent. This is my fake Lego castle model really. So at the front we have a large castle piece, and on the side we have a 3-block built up section right here, as well as a 4-block built up 1x1 stud right there. Same on the other side, and on the top is the spy droid, where that's spying because of the the red eye. And then on the inside, this is supposed to represent a past soldier. This one guy that has 1 leg, some equipment right here, and a bottle and cups over here. Yeah, that's my little castle. These next 2 are actually by my friend Joseph, so shout out to him for building these pretty cool models. This first one is actually a bit high, and I may have to raise the camera up just a little bit to get it in shot. Yeah, there we go. That's the model itself right here. So it looks like a big little, like, mini AT-AT with the 1 leg right here, and then some stuff on the bottom with, like, these wheels and what looks like a little bell, 2 flick missiles, another flick missile but fixed in place right there, 2 adjustable turrets on both sides, a space where I presume a figure can sit, and on the back, a like reverse light thing. So yeah, that's that little hopping around thing. And then this one is also by him. This is the Hover armored bike. So at the front, a big 4x4 brick to represent armor, and 2 little turrets right there. Inside is where a figure can sit with his little control panel, and then all the hinges to open up the armor to get in and out. At the lower towards the bottom is 1 flick missile kind of hidden in there that does work, like that. And then yeah, that's that hover bike for you, and the hopping around. These next 2 are actually very, very old models. This one is by me. I made this one way before I even thought about having a YouTube channel of myself. This is my little shipping truck. So it says shipping on all 4 sides, and it has red, yellow, and white, and some blue in it, and it uses the old wheels with the metal axle going it through the middle, as well as the new ones. And then here's like the tiny door for the driver to get in, and I think there's some stuff in there. And then it says shipping right there, right below the blue window, and there's the roof. And yeah, that's my little shipping truck. And the next thing is another old custom by me and my dad. This is our crate mover. So we have this see-through 1x2 tall piece in there to hold it up, and inside we have the steering wheel and where the figure can sit, and then this piece actually sits on the steering wheel, and then this is where the machine can pick up the crate And here's the big arm, the wheels on the front and back, and yeah, that's that little crate lifter thing. And now let's move on to a more recent next two I'll show together as they are just about the same exact size. This is my rainbow car that I did pretty recently. So as you can see, the reason it's called a rainbow car is because it's all rainbow. Well, besides that one fender that's dark gray. But inside we have the green seat that Lego doesn't make anymore, and the yellow steering wheel, some vents for like when your window gets foggy from the cold, and then back here is where you can store the ice cream, because this is the ice cream vehicle now. And then up at the front are 3 vents and 3 lights. So we have a blinker, our real lights, and then our red lights. Up at the top there's 2 antennas and that little vent, and I haven't detailed the back yet, but that's the back. So yeah, that's the rainbow vehicle. And this is my dad's custom blue car that he just modified it today, as I did bring it to my other house and my sibling destroyed it, so we just modified it today by putting the new window on it, a black kind of dip sort of thingy in the back, and then here is where the driver can sit with the steering wheel, and then a silver vent and the slope with the front lights. There's the back lights using the red see-through vent pieces, and then we have white tires, and yeah, that's the light blue car. These next two are actually spaceship looking thingies, and sorry if these ones are dusty as well as some of the others. They sit on our custom shelf and collected dust when we lived back in the desert, so everything got all dusty and covered in dirt. This model was actually made by my grandfather in England a while back, and here is the front. It says police, as well as the back, and then here's our wings. Inside there's an antenna that a minifigure can't even touch, and then yeah, it's using one of those car bases that I could have used a while back. So yeah, that's my grandfather's plane, and this is actually my model that I am very proud of, that I constructed before we had very many bricks of any sort. So up at the front we have an adjustable turret that can move around, and then on the side are our 2 wings as well as some little lights right there, and then here is a little clamp that can come down and reach down for stuff. And then here's our back fin sitting on top of a series of bricks, and then here's where the figure can sit with his 2 blue antennas right there. So yeah, that's my little white plane. Whee! These next 2 are our last. This is my grandfather's little stop sign that I modified, the same one as the little plane. This is one of the little chain signs that they have in England, so this is using one of the chain truck maneuver pieces, and this is the red thing that swipes around. I don't know what any of this means. If you live in England, you might know what this means, but I don't. At the bottom, this is some detailing that I added. This is supposed to represent a power cable, and just some more random detailing, and this clips onto the track right there with these 2 studs on there. And this next one is also very recent, and we will have a video up soon of this. This is our little mower. So right here is a big black box to hold all of the weeds and stuff that it cuts up, and then the hose to suck up everything. And then on the bottom is kind of the circle blade piece, some smaller white tires at the front with no grip and stuff, and on the back some larger white tires with grip and stuff on it. Here's our steering wheel, our little exhaust, our front lights, and yeah, that's our last little model right there. So now let's go ahead and say bye. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications, comment, and share, and follow us on Instagram. So yeah, bye for now. Hope you guys enjoyed.